And I believe we're live. Welcome, Facebook. Welcome. Oh, sorry, Periscope. Let me turn this camera around for you. Welcome, Periscope. Welcome, Google Hangouts. And welcome those on Blab. This is Mr. Aaron from the House of Aaron, one of your middle class millionaires. And we're back for the conclusion from this week's ABC 123 Business Mindset Training, right? Business Mindset Talking. So on this live stream on Monday, we covered the three, the ABC. We covered the ABC this past Monday, which was lion, fighter, and reproducer. Lion, fighter, reproducer. So we're going to continue in that because on Tuesday we covered the lion. On Wednesday, we're doing our book study, our entrepreneurial study. We're studying entrepreneurs. And this happens to be Eric Worre that we're studying. We're only in chapter 2. We're only on chapter 2 right now. We just finished chapter 2 on Wednesday. Thursday, which was yesterday, we covered the fighter. Rest in peace to Muhammad Ali, the greatest. And today, we're going to cover the reproducer because now Muhammad Ali has opened people's eyes that now people want to reproduce what Muhammad Ali had. He had an ear for the people. He had people adored him, right? So once again, I'm Mr. Aaron from the House of Aaron, one of your middle class millionaires. Thank everybody that's viewing. I just got off a really good, hangout with some friends who was building a mastermind group. So you guys could inbox me some kind of way or get in touch with me, and hey, you can be a part of that exclusive group. It's not any business being pitched. Nobody's talking about their business per se. What they are talking about is how to be more successful. And that's why we're here today. ABC 123 is Mr. Aaron from the House of Aaron. Yes, please connect with me on Facebook and join the exclusive Facebook group for my team, Middle Class Millionaire Team. It's the Team for Millionaire site. You get in that Facebook group, and look, we're answering general questions, help everyone helping each other. No crab mentality. And like I said, it's time for the conclusion. So before we can conclude, let's get into the review. So when we review, and if let's see, if anybody would like to join us, I know I turned my Facebook off. I turned my Facebook off because all the bandwidth that has to be used. Like I told you, we have Periscope over here, Facebook right there, Hangouts, and Blab going on. The bandwidth, so it might chop up a little bit. Uh, the cable company called me and said, "Come get a new modem. You're using so much. Come get a new modem." So let's do the review, folks. The ABC, the ABC, lion, fighter, reproducer. We defined all these words on Monday. Lion was a very important, powerful, or successful person. The lion was a very important, powerful, or successful person. Then we went into, what did we go into? We went into the 1, 2, 3 from the letter A, which was lion. The 1, 2, 3 for lion was, guess what? You have to have laser focus. If you're going to be a lion in your field, it's not even in your particular business. In any desire, any passion you have in your life, if you're going to be a lion, you got to have laser focus. And how do you have laser focus? You eliminate your distractions. You have to eliminate your distractions if you're going to have focus. You need to turn the TV off. You need to get into your zone, and you need to have laser focus. Because guess what? We told you the lion sleeps 20 hours a day. But for 4 hours, he has to focus that if he don't get the food, no one in the pride will eat. If they don't get the food, no one's eating. They have 4 hours to get this done. So have laser focus, eliminate distractions, block out your time, We told you 4 hours a day for 7 years. That'd be 10,000 hours of studying, which will make you an expert, right? So, where do we go next? Number 2. We told you the letter A. Number 1 was have laser focus about being a lion. Number 2 is work with other lions. That's what was so great about the live stream, about that hangout or webinar, whatever you want to call it, that mastermind group with our good friend Jenny Wrights. You remember her from Blab. She's still on the radar. She was on our Blab. She helped us write our goals. Jenny Wrights. Man, you gotta work with other lions. Lions are a social animal. Guess what? Human beings are social animals too. You have to network. Because this is the best part right here. This is the value. That if you're working with other lions, it's okay for you to be the dumbest person in the circle of the people. Why? Why would you want to do that? Because you have to constantly be reaching up. You have to constantly be pressing the mark. You have to constantly be trying to raise the bar on what you count as success. You want to be around people that are better than you. You want to be with other lions. Because we know how lions procreate and how they survive. It's survival of the fittest. When you talk about a lion, only the strongest lion get to pass on the seed, right? And then you come into number 3. Number 3, we talked about take care of yourself. The lion, he sleeps 20 hours because he's taking care of himself. He walks the whole territory because he's taking care of what is his. He's making sure no young stunner lion is in there trying to take his women to pass on this seed, that he would wind up raising someone else's kids. He's in there. He's taking care of himself. He has to pay attention to what's going on in a large amount of area, right? So that's the lion. That was Monday. Then we came on Thursday. That was Tuesday with the lion. And on Thursday, we covered the fighter, which was, like I said, rest in peace, Muhammad Ali. But when you're talking about a fighter, guess what? The fighter obsesses over quality. And why do he obsess over quality? Because he's embracing his failures as a learning tool. If you're obsessing over quality, you're gonna embrace your failures because that's your catapult. That's your learning tool. That's how you're gonna go from success to success, not failure to failure, but success to success because you're learning from those past failures, right? Which brings to number 2 for the letter B, which was fighter. And remember, the definition of fighter was warrior or soldier, or someone who does not give up and continues to fight and try. So if you're a fighter, you're obsessing over quality, you're going to continue to fight and try through the failures because the failures was your learning tool for success. I tell you all the time about the cleaning product, Formula 409. They failed 408 times to make Formula 409. That's why it's Formula 409. It wasn't perfect to them to put on the shelf after 408 failures, which brought them to their success. So when you're talking about success, guess what? You have to see yourself successful. You have to see yourself successful from day one. You got to see it from day one. That's why it was important to write your goal. That's why it was important to get your goals down pat. Because guess what? If you have your goal, you can reverse engineer. You're going to see yourself at the goal and then you reverse engineer it because you're seeing yourself successful from day one. And number 3 for the fighter was, guess what? People don't like to hear this, but guess what, folks? Have a plan B. If you have a plan B, you're going to be creating value for all those around you. Because we know in this business, things go up, things go down. They go up and down, all around. They love to have a rev share go down or whatever. Sometimes your marketing your marketing system might go down for a server update or anything like that. That's why you have a plan B. So if you happen to be making $500 a week on each program, one of them shut down, you still making some money that you don't lose at all. They all don't go down the drain, or as they say, all eggs in the same basket. All right. So now it's time for us to get into the conclusion, which is reproducer. Reproducer. We told you a lion is a very important, powerful, successful person. We told you that that fighter is a warrior or soldier who does not give up and continues to fight and try. And now we tell you the reproducer is going to do what? They make copies. They produce something similar to something else. They causing something to happen over and over and over again, right? So if you're a reproducer, here's your three. This is what you get into for your three for reproducer. Your number one, what you believe you reproduce in your life. You heard it before. As you know, I'm bad with the quotes about who said what, who said this, who said that. I'll just bring it in like this. A wise man said, he who thinks he can and he who thinks he can't is right. I don't know. I heard it was an African proverb. I heard it was Confucius. I'm just going to say a wise man once said, he who thinks he can and he who thinks he can't are both right. Because what you believe in, you reproduce. That's why in the daycare, you see the daycare behind me. That's why the children start off with a positive affirmation. I believe. We believe. They believe. So they believe they could get it done. We believe we could get it done. It starts with you. I believe. Then to the we. You find a group of people, one or two. All it takes is two or more people to come together in agreement, right? That's what the Bible says. Two or more come together. Guess what? That's a we. If we believe, the results will come, and guess what? They're going to believe too. So number one for reproducer, which is the letter C, what you believe reproduces in your life. Since I'm talking about the Bible for a second, the children of Israel, woe is me, they were stuck in the wilderness, right? We could bring it up to modern times. When the Jewish community was released and they were able to make their own way after what happened on the Holocaust, guess what? The Jewish community believed they could excel, and they did. They went and bought whole communities. They have whole city blocks. They own whole areas in the cities in which they inhabit. But what happened to black folks? My people, we blamed everybody. We still blaming people. Oh, this person owed me this person owed me that. They don't owe you anything. You have to step up. You have to believe you can achieve what you're going to do, right? We can't let limitations come in our mind, because then that means that we're going to become limited. Now, if anybody know, yes, I'm an educator. You see the daycare in the backdrop, but guess what? When I was teaching special education, the children are diagnosed with ADHD, and it's the story I gave them. You have ADHD. Why do you not know how to read in the 9th grade? ADHD means that you might have hyperactivity. That doesn't stop you from reading. That doesn't stop you from writing. Guess who else has ADHD? That's from Baltimore. Michael Phelps has ADHD, and what did he do? He excelled at school, and he went on to set the records for most swimming gold medals in the Olympics. The most. The most in one Olympics. He's probably one of the most decorated. Now he's probably one of the most decorated Olympians ever, and he's going back again because he didn't use ADHD as a crutch. He used it as a springboard. So what you believe, you reproduce in life. Which brings me to number 2, because I try to get the children that I work with that was claimed to be ADHD. I try to get them to copy the successful people that are in the same predicament as themselves. I said, you're going to copy. You want to copy the successful people. Who are some of those successful people? Like I told you, I don't even know if my Facebook Live's still streaming. I'm not even 100% sure. I don't know if it. Let me see. I don't even know if it's working. I don't even know if it's working on Facebook. But I'm working to get on to the Snapchat. I'm working to get on all that other stuff. But guess what? I'm on Periscope, Google Hangout, Blab, and I think Facebook Live. Who else? Who else do I know that does that? Ty Lopez, he's doing it. My Facebook probably shut down. It's all good. Ty Lopez is doing it. Gary Vaynerchuk is doing it. Grant Cardone is doing it. E.T. the hip hop preacher Eric Thomas is doing it. These people have the success I'm looking for. And they on every social media platform. They on there, they're killing it. They have multiple streams to go with multiple streams. You want multiple streams of income? They want multiple streams of influence. Periscope, Blab, Hangout, YouTube, Facebook. What's that guy name? I like him too. Patrick Bett. I like him too. They all on multiple social media platforms, dropping value, right? So copy the successful people. Someone successfully leave a trail. Someone has done what you're trying to do. Les Brown. All those names. You want to copy the successful people. It's straight like that. You can find a mentor in whatever you're involved with. If you selling shoes, it's the top shoe salesman is somewhere close by because you have social media. You could just let me inbox them on Facebook, or let me send a friend request, or let me do this. People are so, you could find someone, they're so close now, even though if they're far away because of social media. You could connect with someone in your field, no matter what it is. You can connect with the leaders in that program, no matter what it is. You can find someone to connect with that relates to you. And guess what? You can reduce your learning curve by copying them. Which leads me to the third point. Now, if you're copying the successful people, guess what? You can't lie and say, "Oh, You can't lie and talk about their success and make it your success. You can't when you're copying those successful people, you can't make their success your success. So you got to talk honest. And that means you giving a straight talk to these people, right? So when we talk about number three is talk honestly. Guess what, folks? I tell people all the time, I have failed. I've had my valleys and I've had my mountain highs, right? Valley lows and mountain highs. I have a measure of success, but it's not consistent. It's not consistent. So I tell people who want to get involved, just the honest, the goodness, truth. This is hard. A lot of people don't want to get on camera. A lot of people won't get on camera. So you got to tell people these are some of the things that you're going to have to sacrifice. You don't like getting on camera? You're going to have to suck it up if you're planning on being successful. You don't have any computer skills? There's a lot of free resources on YouTube to learn computer skills if you're going to be successful at network marketing. For people who you don't know what to do to get your own in-home daycare started? There's a lot of information out there on Google. You better learn what you need to do. You're gonna have to figure it out no matter what business you're involved in. It's gonna take some time. The doctor has to take time. Muhammad Ali, he been spending most of his youth dedicated to fighting. What Floyd Mayweather say? You think I've dedicated this much of my life to boxers and not be the best? Why are you jumping in if you're not going to put in the time to be successful? You go to work, you go to trainings, you went to school, or whatever it is you did to be great at your job, but you had to put in the time. I put the quote up today. I can't remember word for word. It wasn't someone else's quote. It was something I made up after listening to, because I listen to people in the mornings and throughout the day, or whenever I get in the car, I listen to speeches, I listen to the motivational pieces, and I just thought like, man, I could probably find it on my Facebook page. If where is it? Let's see. Let me just pull up my Facebook real fast. Because I know what I said was powerful and deep to me at the time that I said it, because that's the way I felt. Because I was working on my talking honest from taking my notes and all that stuff in the past. But it was let's see if it comes up. Yep, and it's dragging on here, right? But it's cool. It's cool. I'll probably try to see it. I don't know if the office is open tomorrow. I will definitely try to get this modem so I won't have this lagging going on, right? They said they got a better modem for me. Got to increase my bandwidth because of what I'm doing. So let's see. Let's see. It won't let me scroll down. But the Facebook did pop up. It's working. It's buffering, 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 which is all right with me, right? As long as it keep on working, it can do all the buffering they want. So when I was talking about talking honest, I really want to see what I wrote earlier today. And I promoted the YouTube video I was watching at the time. It was TD Jakes. That's what it was. TD Jakes was talking about uh, you got to take steps. You got to be a part of the process. You want to take the steps, not the elevator. If you take the steps instead of the elevator, you'll be ready for the different levels and different devils. You'll be ready for what a success when it comes, because you're not going to be able to go up another step until you learn what was going on where you were. And then I came back and thought about it. I was like, yeah, people see these other people at the top of the leaderboard, but they don't know them people struggling for 5 years. Them people have struggled for 7 years or trying to master their craft. People think, oh, I signed up. Oh, I did one thing. How come I don't have any money yet? You didn't put in the time and the work and the effort. So what I said was, even though it didn't come up yet, what I said was, yes, it's possible to be discovered overnight. It's possible to be discovered overnight, but you will not be an overnight success. I don't even know who the guy is, but I saw somebody promotional video. They said they did 800 videos before traction started. I know I don't have 800 videos out there, but this person's a top 1% earner in the world. Top 1% earner because they grinded. They put in the work. Gary Vaynerchuk, you see him putting in the work every single day with that daily V, the daily V, and all that stuff. He talks honest. He talks straight about this is not easy stuff. So there you have it, folks. ABC 123. Your ABC was lion, fighter, reproducer. And today was the letter C for Friday, which was reproducer. And we told you number one was what you believe reproduces in your life. Number 2, copy successful people. And number 3, talk honestly. Give straight talk to those who are entrusting you, for those who put their trust in you, because you got to be able to talk about, hey, look, I made a mistake. I was wrong. I was this. I was that. You can't be over there bojangling. That's what I call it. Bojangling everybody. So let me go to my list right here. I could check off. Look on my pen. I could finally check off the lion, fire, the reproducer. I need to find out from you guys, what direction do we go in next? What direction do we go in next, folks? Let's see. How do we go? What do we go into next? So we have here, what does it say? What does it say? Hold up. I'm buffering probably getting my buffer on. So it says, what do I do next? We have press down, shaking together, running over. We have setback, set up, come up. We have I, we, they. We have question, connection, direction. And we have blood, tears, sweat, equity. Where do we go? Where do we go from here, folks? So over the weekend, I'll be definitely filling out the people to find out, where do we go from here? So the options: press down, shaking together, run over, setback, set up, come up, I, we, they, question, connection, direction, blood, tears, sweat, equity. Once again, I thank you for joining me. This is Mr. Aaron from the House of Aaron, one of your middle class millionaires, where I say, be confident, be smart, be fruitful, and multiply. And when you start, you don't stop until you achieve your goals. Good night and good morning. I'll see you on the next call. So, Facebook conked out on me. Periscope, I thank you for being with me. Thank you so much for being with me, Facebook. And Periscope, always staying true. Good night, Periscope. Maybe I can gain some of my bandwidth back right here. So let me see. Yep. How do you change it? All right, so Facebook is down, and now we have YouTube and Blab. Let me stop the Blab real fast. See how it's all working. Stop the Blab. Come on out. And last but not least, now it's just us and the YouTubers, right? And that's why I want to talk to the YouTube family. I want to make sure that you go ahead, subscribe to this new channel. I want to make sure I give you guys the option to join us on Facebook. Make sure that you guys have the option to see the middleclassmillionaire.pw site where all the replays are, because I have to record them in many different ways because we don't know what happens, right? We don't know if the stream is not going to be acting all crazy or buffering, because we want to be able to get positive feedback. So, like I said, I thank everybody for coming out. Pretty soon, free stuff gonna be given away, right? I have a whole library of things that I'm gonna be giving away exclusively. Hopefully, hopefully on Snapchat. As I probably need to talk to the guy. You probably see him in the comment section or somewhere like that. His name is Shane. He had, hey, this guy's on fire on Snapchat. He says it with a passion, right? He said he does things with a passion on his Snapchat. Uh, Mr. Smashing Cash, Mr. Smashing Cash. So you guys make sure you guys follow Mr. Smashing Cash. Make sure you follow Jenny Wrights on Blab or Twitter. On Twitter, she's Jenny Wrights, I believe. She has a huge following. Get with her. She might hook you up. She might go Fiverr with you. You might send her some PayPal, send her $5 PayPal. She might help you organize your goal in a professional manner. And most people need professional manner of their goals uh, going on. And then guess what? I might have to put some Dropbox files or something like that, right? Hey, no problem. I might. And make sure you guys follow Bruce too. He's in Vegas, and the odds is that he'll win. Uh, as you all know, we are newborn in the house. So I thank you all for joining us. And guess what? I'll see you on the next call. Get back on the clock. Everybody go to work.